Hey, listen.
Nice. Oh, here's a steal by Spencer Dinwiddie. Jalen Williams got it, but he's not able to stop Olivier-Maxence Prosper.
That was some energy right there.
That was.
What's up, Cavs fans? Today we're diving into an interesting free agency rumor. Could the Cleveland Cavaliers make a move for Olivier-Maxence Prosper, the versatile forward who was recently waived by the Dallas Mavericks? Let's break down why this could be a sneaky good fit for the Cavs and what it might mean for the roster. But before we go any further, do your boy a favor and smash that like button, subscribe to keep the NBA content coming, and hit that notification bell so you stay locked in all offseason. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about Olivier-Maxence Prosper, better known as Omax. Drafted in 2023 out of Marquette, Prosper has quickly built a reputation as a high-energy wing with length, defensive versatility, and a developing offensive game. At 6'8", with a 7'1" wingspan, he can guard multiple positions and thrives in transition. He didn't necessarily get huge minutes in Dallas, but coming out of college, scouts loved his upside as a potential 3-and-D role player at the next level. Why the Cavs should be interested? One of the Cavaliers' bigger weaknesses over the last few seasons has been wing depth. We all know it. In addition to that, Cleveland has routinely struggled to consistently defend athletic wings. Prosper checks both boxes theoretically. He's a willing defender and would give the team another young wing to mold. Adding him would give the Cavs a young, switchable forward who could grow alongside the likes of Tyrese Proctor, Craig Porter Jr., Luke Travers, and others. Imagine lineups where Mobley anchors the paint and Dean Wade, Prosper, and Lonzo Ball all lock up on the perimeter. That's a defensive nightmare for most opponents. Add in Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland for offensive firepower, and you have a very good balance of size, offensive production, and defensive tenacity on the floor. While Prosper isn't what I would call a lockdown defender, he has shown the ability to put the clamps on his matchups at times. B-Ball Index placed him within the 65th percentile in perimeter isolation defense, giving him a B- grade. He's an opportunistic pickpocket at times as well, able to swipe the ball away in an instant. The third-year pro has the physical tools to eventually become a difference maker in the passing lanes too. We've seen him use every bit of his 7'1" wingspan to disrupt, and as a result, he's been a driving force in forcing turnovers. Many of his steals have actually been garnered through well-timed pickoffs, and if backed with even better backline defenders than he had the majority of the time in Dallas, Anthony Davis notwithstanding, he could be even more effective. Prosper is also extremely versatile in terms of the positions he is able to defend. He plays within the 96th percentile in defensive positional versatility per B-Ball Index. That's always something that should intrigue teams out on the wing. Offensively speaking, Prosper is indeed a work in progress, namely his ability to knock down the perimeter shot, but he has shown a good amount of potential as a finisher around the rim. With such dependable passing in Cleveland alongside the likes of Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Lonzo Ball, and others, Prosper could excel as a vertical spacer, a player who could run the floor and help the league's points per possession leader in transition continue to be a nightmare for transition defenses.
And Dallas battling inside, and it's Thompson. Offense on one end, play good defense on the other, and an exclamation point finish. The pass up ahead to Prosper. Deflection.
Fit with the current roster. Right now, with the injury of Max Strus, the Cavs are likely to rely heavily on the likes of DeAndre Hunter, Dean Wade, and Jalen Tyson to fill some of those wing minutes. While Hunter is very solid, both Wade and Tyson have their own limitations, or in the case of Tyson, is still very much a question mark in terms of ability to contribute on a championship contending team. Prosper would give Kenny Atkinson another flexible piece on that bench in the event of an injury or for sheer depth purposes. He wouldn't need the ball in his hands to contribute. Instead, he'd run the floor, work on spacing from the corners, and bring defensive intensity every possession. Think of him as a younger, more athletic role player who complements the Cavs core instead of overlapping with it. That's something the Cavaliers could always use more of off of the bench.
Up ahead, Omax running the floor and finishing. Two-hand rim rocker for Prosper.
Potential concerns. Of course, there are some concerns. Prosper is still very raw offensively. I mean, that's probably putting it mildly. His handle and shot creation need work, and he hasn't proven yet that he can be a high-volume three-point shooter or a respectable one at that. For the Cavs, the question becomes, is he ready to help right now, or is he more of a long-term development piece? After all, Cleveland is trying to win now with Mitchell in his prime, so they'll need to weigh patience against immediate impact. That is honestly going to be the question with almost every young free agent they intend to sign. What is more important right now? I think the Cavaliers have to strike that perfect balance. Now, at the end of the day, Olivier-Maxence Prosper represents exactly the type of move that could quietly elevate the Cavaliers in due time. He's young, versatile, and has the tools to grow into the perfect modern NBA role player. If the Cavs can bring him on a reasonable deal, this might be one of those under-the-radar signings that pays off big in the future. But what do you think, Cavs fans? Should the Cavs take a swing on Omax or focus on more proven veteran options? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Cavs content. Go Cavs!
The Grizzlies are playing tonight in Sacramento, tomorrow in Golden State. Slam, Omax. Wow.